Hello, my name is Shannon Johnson, and I would like to welcome you to the town of Ball, Louisiana. This town is just 8 square miles wide, so it's a very small town, a very small community, but it's got a lot to offer. It has 65 total businesses. As you can see, we're coming up to some now. That's our cemetery, very well maintained, Forest Lawn Memorial Park. But our tour will start, and we'll start on the right side of the road and dip down to the municipal point, and we'll go down to Camp Livingston and come back up the other side. So our tour is going to start here on Monroe Street. As you can tell, some homes averaging at about the $140,000 price range, which is the actual median average for this town. Average income for Ball, Louisiana is not that great. It's about $45,000 a year annually. We've got Just Racing Specialties. You've got Life Transformation Center, which is a church, and there's actually about 5 different churches right here on this main highway, on Highway 165, which is where Ball is located. Coming up, we will visit the Paradise Children's Clinic. Paradise Children's Clinic is a fairly new company. They've been open for about 5 years. They just recently had to add another nurse practitioner. But what this is this is a little children's clinic that sees pediatric patients. It's ran by 2 nurse practitioners and overseen by Dr. Carol Holton. As you can see, there's van accessibility. There is a walkway for a handicap ramp. Your stairs are well highlighted by bright yellow paint. So very, very good. It also has the warning sign for the narrow tread and telling folks to use handrails. So you've got very good signage out here to reduce any type of injuries that may occur getting into the building. And so they are open from 8 to 5. They close from 12 to 1 for lunch. And that is their normal operating hours. You can normally get inside and outside of this clinic within an hour. So that's an awesome thing. They do take walk-ins. It costs extra, of course. But if you have to walk on in with your child, you can do that. That is an option. Okay, so that is Paradise Children's Clinic. So that is one of the healthcare services that is offered by the town of Ball. Population is about 4,000. So that's a good mitt for an 8 square mile stretch of land. We'll be getting back onto the highway now. Just wanted to show you in Paradise Children's Clinic. Alright, getting back on the road here, coming back up. Coming up now, that's a very nice house right there on the right. Yeah, that's a pretty house. Some nice homes, mixed in, but some average homes. Mostly brick, some siding, vinyl siding homes, but for the most part, you see brick. Coming up on the right is Paradise Catfish Kitchen. Ball, Louisiana is home to about 5 restaurants. That is one of the oldest that has been here for a while. Ball, Louisiana was established in 1972, but its history is much richer than that. Dates back to the 1840s, pre-Civil War times. World War I was a huge place here. I'll talk about that a little later. You got the A+ Donuts. This is a little community right here of RV parks. RV park, but it's actually that's where most some of those folks call home. So this is located right here in walking distance coming up to Paradise Elementary. There is actually some children that do live in that RV park that go to Paradise. There's Paradise, very well maintained school. It's home to about 264 students coming up enrolled currently next year. Very nice school. It's actually where our children go to school. It's a very good class. I think it's a grade C school, but their LEAP scores this year came up, so that's awesome. Coming up is a new strip mall we're very excited to have. It's brand new. You can tell this town is thriving. You've got the Mug and Brush Barbershop, a financial service, a color bar for the women's salon, a nails and spa family place, and then a martial arts jiu-jitsu facility. Mostly men work out there, but hey, that is awesome that they're getting into health and fitness and adding more health and fitness into this area. As you can tell from our last report, obesity is on the rise in Ball, Louisiana, and so I'm glad to see some health and fitness places coming in. Coming up, we have some storage units that it's rather old. I think it's one of the first ones here. Certified transmissions. Zercare is a medical supply store, so that's awesome that we have a medical supply store here. And then we also have a motorsport store. They sell golf carts, they sell four-wheelers, parts, repair, that type of thing. Then you've got a couple of brick homes here. We've got a pet grooming place right here. My old childhood home is right here on Morgan Street. That right there is where I grew up for about 10 years. Little brick home. Most of these have been built in the 1970s. Not a lot of these right here on the main strip are new constructions, but they are having new constructions, and we'll show you that a little later. Another nail and tan shop there. And then we have another strip mall that's the oldest one in town. Quick Pantry went out about 20 years ago. They're finally starting to tear that down and put something new there. Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts, Ray's Pharmacy, that's all still in working order. Western Wear Store, the Soap and Sud Washateria. There's another insurance agency. Subway, the Great Dairy Queen. And we're going to take a little detour here. You can see that Ball Municipal sign right there, so that tells you that's good signage in our town here, Ball Municipal. And we're going to just take a little quick short trip down here, and I want to show you what I really want to highlight is our walking trail down here. Our walking trail, you can is very well maintained, very even flat surfaces for people just to come out and walk. Not many people walking on this hot day right now. Their sign out there says it's 102 degrees, so that's pretty hot. But we are coming into the municipal part of Ball, Louisiana. They run everything out here as far as their police, their animal control, sanitation. You see Louisiana Transit. That's not public transportation per se, but that's for the city. There's no public transportation that runs through Ball. But they run our police and our fire out of here. And our municipal building, of course, holds all of our governmental offices as far as mayor, who is Neil Cavanaugh. That is our mayor. And signs, you can see that it's well maintained, a lot of concrete. You've got your handicap parking with the ramp right there. Our playground, we do have a playground, and our playground's a little overgrown. You can tell that it's not been very well maintained right now, but this is our playground. It's hot. As you can tell, there's no shade out there. Everything mostly is metal, and so it's very hot, so that's why you don't see any kids out here. In a population of 4,000, you would expect to see kids on the playground, but that one's, if you don't hit it at about 10 a.m. or something like that, it's just really too hot to play on. This is our grocery store and our flea market and another barber shop. So this is a little strip mall next to the grocery store, Ball Foods. Grocery store is probably, I would say, the biggest employer in this area of Ball, employing 40 to 50 employees. So that's a pretty good, pretty big little grocery store actually. We also have a snow cone stand, and then we're coming up on the post office again. There's a Mexican grill, El Rodeo, I believe. So that's part of our 5 restaurants that we have here. We have about 4 gas stations. So that's good. And we're going to take a little turn here and get back on our road here. All right, we're coming up on Camp Cook. Camp Cook is a military subsidiary of Camp Beauregard. It runs on the, it serves the 199th Battalion of the National Guard. And so that is Camp Cook. Very nice, well-maintained facility there that services Camp Beauregard right up the road. Ball, Louisiana has 2 elementaries and no junior highs or high schools, but our community connects very closely within a mile to Tioga, and that's where the kids of this area go to junior high and high school. Southern Air Heating and Cooling, another big company there. You've got an old, outdated, actually empty, vacant daycare right there. So there's not many empty buildings, but there's a few. Accounting experts, and then Dr. Verma's clinic. Dr. Verma's clinic has been here for many years. I know he's been here for at least over 20 years. I remember seeing him as a teenager myself, so I know he's been here for a while. But his practice is here, and he services a lot of people of this area. He's general family practice, so he sees a lot of folks here. So we have the pediatric clinic, and we also have Dr. Verma's family practice here. So we have our bases covered as far as 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. What our town actually lacks is an urgent care. Probably the closest urgent care is about 6 miles away in Pineville. And so I would say if we had an urgent care here, that would just make everything just perfect in our little town. Of course, our little town, like I said, doesn't have a hospital. The closest one is 8 miles away at Rapides Regional. Traffic isn't too bad. Right now we are traveling on a Sunday afternoon, so I wanted to try to catch it when the traffic was as light as possible, so we wouldn't, so I could really show you around areas. What I wanted to point out also at Dr. Verma's was his parking lot needs to be restriped and re-highlighted. So his parking lot looks like it could be repaved too. It's a few uneven surfaces and everything there. As you can see, it's kind of overgrown. So just wanted to point that out. There's a Dollar General and a bank, another Sabine State Bank. We have 4 banks. And then, like I said, our tour is going to come to an end right here on Camp Livingston Road. Down here is Ball Elementary, and that's the second school. It houses about 384 enrolled, and then you've got Paradise that has about 264. So you've got a little over almost 600, I guess, students there. So that's good. Over 600 students enrolled in school here in public education. This is Camp Livingston Road. This is one of the oldest roads here in Ball. If you go all the way down this road, you will run into Camp Livingston, the military base that was prime spot of the World War I training. And so this road probably needs to be redone. School zone signs are well maintained. They're looking brand new. Of course, in the next month we will be starting school again. I'm sure my children in the back seat don't want to hear that right now. But Ball Elementary, we're coming up to that now, and that is a very nice looking school. And we'll just take a little detour in their parking lot here on this Sunday. Very well fenced. Their playground equipment has a little bit more plastic on it, so I'm sure it can handle these hot temperatures a little better. Grass is well maintained. Very nice school. Very, very nice. Getting all that right there. There you go. Thank you. They've got nice covered walkways here for the bus parking. And so it's a very, very nice school. We have RPSOs. The Sheriff's Office, Rapid Superior Sheriff's Office, does give every school a school resource officer, so they do have protection here at our schools, which is nice. We haven't had that always, but it's been a nice addition to have added security at our schools. Like I said, so when you get onto these little side roads here, like I said, this is one of the oldest roads here in Ball. The roads could really need some improvement here. But we're going to go back up here, and I will show you one of the new up-and-coming subdivisions, and then we will go back up towards Monroe Street, our other parameter, and we'll hit the other side of this 4-lane up here. So, you can see it's very, very uneven. Livingston. Right straight ahead is Tall Timbers Apartments, and that's an apartment complex that's been there for many years, but it's well maintained, probably a little dated, but the exterior is well maintained. They have definitely been there since the 1990s for sure. So that was Camp Livingston. We're going to just turn around right here, and we'll hit the other side of the 4-lane. And as we turn around, you will see the new and up-and-coming subdivision called Carriage Oaks. Carriage Oaks is still under development. They still have a few lots for sale back there last time I checked. So it's a very nice subdivision. Has newer homes in it. Like I said, most of the homes you find on the 4-lane in the main road here in Ball are built in the 1970s and 1980s, so this is one of the newer subdivisions. So we see some new life being breathed in Ball, Louisiana. Very nice speed limit signs. They have that well marked. We say one of our family favorites is BJ's Pizza House. It's one of our favorite places to eat. Select Motors used to restore classic vehicles. I think now they're just kind of more into the auto repair shop business now, but they love to work on classic cars, and sometimes they get some really nice ones in there. We have a Chevron coming up, and the Lube Express place, and that's a commercial business that is actually for sale at this time. It's the only business that's for sale in our town right now that I see. We see the political signs, the Roy Hebron mayor signs coming out. Neil Kavanaugh is our mayor, like I said, and it's getting to be voting time again, so you'll see those signs coming out. Right here is an appliance store, a few cars for sale. Got another salon, a Glassworks place, and there's that El Radio Mexican Grill again. Gary's Barbershop. The Texaco place, where you can also get your oil change there too. Coming up here, we have also a car wash and a little dentist office. And then this big facility right here is Louisiana Community Care. Louisiana Community Care is a place for people with mental disorders, sort of like a group home. We're just going to take a little stroll through here. It's been here a while, but it was actually so covered by trees at one point you could never see what this place actually was. But it's a group home for the mentally disabled. So they do have a few employees here as well. Very nice maintained. You got walkways with handrails and everything. The steps aren't highlighted, but and their parking lot probably needs to be restriped a bit, but and it's very uneven over here. There's lots of hills and everything too, but yeah, just wanted to show you through here. That's what this little place is. So that's all right. So that's another little public health place here. So I don't think that's too bad for our little community of 8 square miles to have such a nice place. And pediatric services, they have, you know, your family practitioner there. I think it's great. I'm very proud. I had no idea until we started researching that there was 65 businesses here in this community. That's amazing. There's another car lot. Speaking of businesses, we're coming up to Ball Tire and a diesel shop and another little strip mall of insurance agencies and law offices and financial investors. So you've got all those too right here. Got a little bit of land for sale. Could be commercial or residential right there. About an acre lot. So that's something to look into for anybody interested. So as you can see, the roads are beautiful. This 4-lane is well maintained, well cared for. The town does a good job with our highways here. Coming up to a couple of churches. They have different denominations here. We had a Baptist church back there by Ball Elementary. There's a Pentecostal church up here, and there's a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall church there too. So you've got several denominations represented here in Ball. Little deer on the side of the road. We have wildlife on the side of the road. We have another little car lot. So if you need a vehicle, come to Ball. Looks like they have plenty. And like I said, there's the Pentecostal church. There's the Kingdom Hall, Jehovah's Witness, and there's the A-Safe storage units. Well, nice maintained. Been there a while, but very nice maintained. One of our empty buildings. Used to be a daycare, used to be a little schoolhouse, and then now it's just an empty place there. Alternative concepts, care services. This place here, if I wasn't looking for it, I would not see it. It's just a real small little place. But this place here is actually serves. You can see that there's a handicap rail and everything, and pretty well maintained right there. But what they do is they help out people with disabilities, with developmental disabilities or any other disabilities in general. They help assist those folks. So that's good. That's another healthcare service here in Ball, Louisiana. This other building over here with all those storage bins back there is it's a chemical company. It's a subsidiary of Halliburton, and they rent out and sell those storage bins to chemical companies. So those things there. Alright, and so we're getting back on the road here. I know Monroe Street's somewhere up here a little bit further out. There's one of the bigger homes in Ball. That's not the norm, but you do have them. That's a very beautiful home. We've got another bank here. Like I said, there's 4 banks here. There's the Red River, the Southern Heritage, there's Chase, and there's a Sabine. There's one home for sale right there. So we see about 2 or 3 for sale. So you've got a few, but not many for sale. Up here also, this is right here on the road. This is the Ward 10 recreational football field. And this is at the back of the Ward 10 ballpark. So you've got something for the kiddos here. It's the football field. Well maintained. You can see the grass is cut. You can see the parking lot's pretty level. Spaces are well striped. So you can see that it's well taken care of. Lots of soccer teams, or you know, they'll come play on these fields and everything too during soccer season. And like I said, this butts up to the back of Ward 10 ball field. There's another pretty home. Alright, wait for traffic to clear. I'm gonna make sure that I've told you. I showed you the apartment complex, the Tall Timbers apartment complex. There's actually two. There's one right past the town square. Right past the municipal building called Town Square Apartments, and that's another apartment complex. So you got multiple families living there, and you've also got signage for the neighborhood watch there as well, and I will show you one of them. They're just about on every street in Ball, which is great. So this is East Yeager, which the next street over is Monroe. So we are almost back to where we started. So, but I just want to show you, yes, that we do have neighborhood watch that says that they look out for each other. So just show you again some of the housing that we have. Most of these homes, a mixture of brick and siding homes. Like I said, the median range for a home here is about $140,000, and then the median income for Ball is about $45,000, which is actually shockingly a little low to me. Like I said, about a population of 4,000. Here's some of the nicer homes of Ball. Like that yellow one is beautiful right there. It's so pretty. So you've just got a mixture, just like every town would. Another nice one there, and a nice big home there. Those are beautiful. Lots of good shade here. So we've got a lot in our community. Like I said, the only thing that I could see lacking would be an urgent care. I don't think our town is big enough to sustain like a hospital, but being that a trauma 1 level center is 8 miles away, that's not bad. So we're strategically placed, I think, in our little area here. So we just made a little loop just to show you some of the homes and everything. I hope you have enjoyed your tour. Like I said, we have the football field right there. We have the ballpark. So it's really nice. The ballpark is huge, and it butts up. It's actually into, if you would have went past the football stadium, we would have been in Tioga. So that would have been another whole community actually, where our kids go to junior high and high school at. There's plenty of signs navigating you here, there, and everywhere. We have police, fire, we have sanitation services. Our water comes out of Tioga, so we really don't have that here. We don't have public transportation here. It's available like for medical transports, you know. I mean, you could call someone and be transported. Acadian would be our ambulance service that we would use most likely, or you could use Med Express for non-emergency transportation here too. Like I said, there's 65 businesses here, so there's plenty of job opportunity. But as far as the healthcare field for healthcare professionals, there's not many there's not that many jobs. So you would probably have to go out of town to job in the healthcare business. So I hope you have enjoyed your tour here of Ball, Louisiana. I love this town. I've been here for about 25 years. It's been a great place to raise my kids. I have to give video credits now. This is my son Ryan, and he has been my video operator for this trip. My background noise has been Aiden and Allison, and hopefully Ryder, if you can see Ryder. That's Ryder. Say hi, Ryder. Hi. So I hope you have enjoyed your tour today, and that is our community of Ball, Louisiana. Thank you.